All right. Hello, Gun Nation. Pistol Pete said I had to start now, so I'm trying to make everyone happy. Just text that you can see and hear me and all that stuff. Hello, Will and Weldarm. But yeah, it says I'm live. I just want to make sure y'all can see and hear me. Might have some crappy internet. Looks like it's doing okay though, but who knows? We'll do a quick roll call. I've been chatting with some of y'all. We got Mike High. We've got Indie Irish was in earlier. Music Lover. Let's see here. CZ Shadow 2, and he's in the thumbnail. Pistol Pete. Will and Weld Arm. Dennis Buckner. Anthony, hello. Um, yeah, I wanted to answer some questions. Music asked if I have shot my PO9 recently, and I haven't actually in a long time. I still have both my PO9s, just haven't shot them very much. Yes, Dennis, I am in San Antonio this week, so good old San Antonio, Texas. But yeah, and we were talking, and I don't know if y'all are aware of it. Beretta is coming out with some new guns. They've got the 92X defensive, and what the difference is, and it is optic ready, but what the difference is between it and the regular 92X performance is it cut some weight off of it, and they took the light rail off. They're making it kind of for like an IDPA gun, which I thought was kind of interesting that they took the light off, but that's what they've done. Or excuse me, took the rail off for the light. But I guess they're just trying to cut as much weight as they can. But just wanted to see if any of y'all were interested in that one. Still not a cheap gun, but you know, it is what it is. Kyle Blackwater, hello. Liberator X, A Dubs, Milkman, MK Joe, hello everyone. But and I've had some interesting questions asked, and I kind of thought, man, this might be cool to bring up on the chat. I did tell the person who asked me this. I said, I didn't answer them. I just said, hey, that's a great question. I'll write it down, and it'll be on Wednesday's chat. So, because I want to ask y'all some things too, and maybe this will help y'all get to know me or some things that I've done differently. But hello, Keith Gregory. How are you? Yeah, and that's what I thought, Liberator. I thought the 92X defensive should have a rail too. When they're saying it's defensive, I was like, I would expect a rail, but they're trying to cut weight. Yeah, I don't think it's out yet, but I think what is it, TFTV or TBTV or whatever, they released something with JJ Rakaza. He's going to be shooting it coming up in the IDPA championship. So I thought that was kind of interesting, but you know, we'll see what that entails. Oh, Indy Irish just bought a 92X, picking it up Friday. Not optics ready. May get it milled. Yeah, I'm not. I don't know who can. I don't know if LTT can mill it. I thought they said they can't do the 92X, but maybe they can. You have to check with them. But yeah, congratulations, man. I've shot it. I've shot the 92X performance, I think. It's a nice gun. I just wish the grip was longer. I mean, for me, most people will never have that problem. Hello, Guy Comet, Lynn Holt, William Better, Parts by Teddy, Armsman, hello. Also, I wanted to find out if y'all had seen the new FN. Gosh, what is it? The 506? I think it's the new 22. It comes with 10 rounds, or I think it comes with one 10-round mag and one 15-round mag. It is a 22 LR, but it's got the threaded barrel. It's optic ready. I thought that was pretty cool. I thought, I haven't shot it or anything. Matter of fact, I haven't even seen it in the store yet, but it looks pretty interesting. I think it lists for $499. They're going to have it in black and FDE, but it looks just like the 509, so it'd be a great trainer gun. And I would rather have that than personally the Glock 44, just for me. But having 15 rounds, not a bad option. I'm sure the 15 round mags will probably sell out. I don't know how quick you could find them, and plus the mags for FNs aren't normally cheap either. Let's see here. Uh, let's talk not expensive spotting scopes. ED, HD, really important or not? Thoughts? To be honest with you, Athena, I have only played with a few. A buddy of mine has, gosh, what is it? It's not inexpensive. It's very expensive. It's like a $10,000 spotting scope. It's a Swarovski, and it's freaking crazy. That thing is insane how far you can see with it. Um, I mean, you might check with Vortex and stuff like that. I think they have some pretty solid options. I personally don't have a lot of experience with it, so I'm not going to start talking out of my ass. Y'all know that I tell you the truth and my experience in it. I personally don't have a lot of experience with them. I have used some friends and been with friends when we were using them, and then borrowed a buddy of mine on his own, but it wasn't a, I want to say, I can't remember the name or the brand of his, but it was like 650 bucks or something. And it was okay. I mean, out to, I think the farthest I shot that day was like 200 yards. So I don't have any monster experience except with that Swarovski. And that thing was insane, but it should be for 10 grand. Hello, Uncle Dan. How are you, buddy? I just talked to him yesterday. FO2 or 502. Yeah, that's it. Armsman. Yeah. Catch back up here. Y'all smash that thumbs up button. I appreciate it. There were, I guess I think I had, I don't know, 4 or 5 thumbs down before the damn chat even started, but that's normal. Yeah, the Taurus TX22 is pretty nice. I've only handled one. They have that optics ready one too, and I have handled it personally, but I haven't shot it. And it looks like a pretty decent, not a break the bank gun. But what I like about that FN is it's similar to the 509, which I do carry my 509 or haven't in a long time, but it was one of my normal carry guns too. I still enjoy the 509. Ammo prices are coming down a bit from what I've seen. Still pretty high though. Yeah, I am seeing them come down quite a bit in some areas. However, some areas were lower. Now they're starting to peak back up. Like here in San Antonio, I went by a place where normally they were like 19.99, and now they've crept up to like 23 bucks for 9mm. And the 300 blackout has gone up. It was when I came down and bought 200 rounds of it here. It was I got it. I stole it. It was like 17.99 for 124 grain, I think. And now that same box is 23.99 as of today. So. Why doesn't Beretta make a shorter or compact 92X or something more carry friendly? Do they not have? Oh, a 92X. Yeah, it's just not a big demand for it. That's a heavy gun. The 92X is pretty damn heavy. It's kind of built for competition, and usually with competition, most people, especially with an iron sight gun, they're going to want a longer sight radius and a longer barrel. So they're definitely not built for really concealed carry. They're pretty heavy. I mean, but you can get the LTT compact, with the rodeo and stuff. Yes, I said hi, music, when I did the introductions. Hello, music. I always have to say hi to music. Guy Comet says, I have a 92X Performance from LTT, and it isn't milled for an optic. If it was possible, I think I would have had an option. Yeah. I haven't seen him do a 92X. I think he said he couldn't. Hello, Vanessa Kitty. How are you? Let's see here. Prices are up here too. Yeah, would love to have a 92. Brian's saying would love to have a 92X as long as the safety was either non-existent or in the frame. The safety can get in the way for sure. Hello, Michael. All right. Well, the questions are here's another gun that maybe y'all didn't know about. Staccato actually released 2 more guns, They have a Staccato P, and it's an aluminum. They're all polymer lowers, but it's, the stainless steel slide, then the alloy versus the steel. So it's a lighter P, and it is available in a threaded barrel. I thought that was pretty cool, and I actually put my hands on it, played around with it, and it's nice. I mean, if you're looking for, like, I love the C2 Duo. It does have the alloy frame, and I love that gun. This would just give you a little larger version, and this was the P Duo with the alloy frame, like I was saying, in the threaded barrel. So that would be pretty cool. And then there was another alloy version. I can't remember what it was. Was it an XL maybe alloy? But I thought that was pretty neat, trying to make them a little lighter because they are some heavy dogs. Yeah, they're not cheap. It was for the Staccato P alloy Duo with a threaded barrel. It was $24.99. So not cheap, but then again, when you get into Atlas and the upper end of the 2011s, none of those are cheap. And I've got SEMA coming up in Vegas in November, so that Wednesday I might not have a chat because I will be busy as of right now. But the question that was asked to me, and I thought it was kind of weird, and that's why I wanted to ask you, and it wasn't even gun related. The guy said, it's not gun related, but what's the craziest stuff you've ever done that we don't know about? Or I guess the way he put it was, what's some of the stuff, crazy or not, that you've ever done that we don't know about you? That's the way he actually listed it. SEMA, it's SEMA. It's the largest automotive industry show basically in the world. They have it once a year. They didn't have it last year due to COVID. But it's where custom cars, Dodge, Chrysler, new cars that are coming out, it's the big trade show for them. So if y'all haven't figured it out, I do stuff. I do stuff with cars and trucks. So, but anyway, so I've got that coming up in November. And as of right now, and also the Apex show is going to be there. It's nothing to do with the triggers. It is like electronics, car stereos, that kind of stuff. It's going to be there the same week. For their show, they have made it, you have to have the vaccine passport, or their vaccine, you have to show a vaccine card, or you have to show a negative test within 72 hours to get into that show. However, SEMA has not announced that part yet. So we'll see. But I might have to get a negative test in Vegas. All right, I want to see what they've got here. C. Kim is saying, went 200 miles an hour on an Indian reservation on my motorcycle. That's pretty cool. That's awesome. I've been faster, or well, I've been that fast in a car, but never on a motorcycle. Yeah, I have seen that, Brian. I have seen the SB Tactical. Yes. And I have been faster in an airplane. We all have. Speed Equipment Manufacturing Association. But yeah, so if y'all have any crazy stuff, some stuff y'all might not know about me. In high school, I actually steer wrestled, and then some out of high school, I did steer wrestling in the FAA, or FFA, Future Farmers of America. So I was a steer wrestler. I jumped off of a perfectly good horse to tackle a cow. Another crazy thing, I was actually in Parenting Magazine. I'm not going to tell you what for, but I was in Parenting Magazine, had a whole article written about me. I thought that was pretty crazy. That was probably about, gosh, 20, it was probably over 20 years ago. All right. I'm a Marine. When I was younger, loved any challenge, you name it, probably tried it or did it. That's awesome, Michael. Hey, thanks, Anthony. I appreciate it so much, man. Thank you so much. I did some things on an Indian reservation that I best not mention here. Yeah, you might get in trouble. Yeah, it's called steer wrestling. They are steers. And trust me, it's not fun when you take a horn to the ribs. Happened many, many times. Hey, what's up, Tactical Firearms? How's it going, man? Okay, there you go. See, Cam, I got married twice. Okay, all right. Well, heck, hopefully it won't be three times. What's up, TN Steyer? How are you, man? So I jumped off a perfectly good moving horse. Did that for, I think, 5 or 6 years. Um, and I was in Parenting Magazine, like I said. I've been on TV 5 times. Not recently. Well, last time was about a year and a half ago. So I've been on 5 times, been on TV, not just quick, done some interviews and some other things. Um, 3 of them were work related. Let's see here. I've never, I've raced cars, NHRA and stuff, but I've never jumped out of an airplane, never been skydiving, and I've never done bungee cord or bungee, whatever you call that, bungee jumping. Never done bungee jumping. So those are some things I haven't done. Let's see. You never wrestled any steers, but I've turned a lot of bulls into steers. Ooh, yeah, you can chop them. Yeah. That's pretty funny, Lynn. What some people do for a good steak. I love a good steak. I definitely love a good steak. All right, Keith Gregory. I flew off an aircraft carrier, went from 0 to 120 in a couple of seconds. Ooh, boy, that's awesome. What plane was it? A Warthog, F-16? Just curious. I've worked on a few of those back in the day. And no, I wasn't in the military. I used to fly a sailplane. Damn, see, Kim, you've done some cool stuff, man. I mean, other than the 2 marriages, but. Pistol Pete, I've never been on TV, but that would be a short segment if I was. Okay, felt like I got a good score today. Got 500 round bulk packs, 9mm brass for 170. Nah, today's times, that's not too bad. Hell, I remember when I used to get it for like 165 shipped for 1,000 rounds, but those days are probably gone and past for now. Miss Uncle Dan wanted to know if you could teach pre-K. Yeah, I can go in there and redneck it out. Don't worry, I can teach them. I can learn them up real good. We'll teach them some Texican. And you guys ever shot Norma ammo? Yes, Pistol Pete, I have. Matter of fact, I have quite a bit of it. I've got a lot of the Norma 22 match. It's actually pretty good ammo. And I have some Norma 308, and it actually shoots really good. I haven't had any problems with any of the Norma ammo. Yeah, I did see a thing. I did see a thing for Tula ammo. I think it's primary. No, who is it? Palmetto State has Tula. I think it's Tula ammo, 1,000 rounds of 9mm. Now that's steel, and it is it's like 34 cents a round. But for brass, I would definitely much prefer brass. Hello, Feridian. How are you? Um, You're hired. Can you start Monday? Yeah, we could probably figure something out, but I'm not cheap. I'm very expensive. I don't know if the school board could afford me. Yeah, TN, sorry, that's what I was talking about earlier. The 502, I guess that's the new 22. Yeah, I think it's actually pretty cool. It's 499. They have it in FDE and in black. I think it's good. I think it would really be a cool pistol to have. Hey, what's up, Mario? Or yeah, Mario Mosen. Recently purchased my second CZ SPO1, and well, I get it, bro. Those pistols make an average shooter a better shooter. Yeah, wait till you try the Shadow 2. It's way better. I mean, the SPO1's a great pistol, but Shadow 2 makes it even better. Yep, those were the good old days. Those were definitely the good old days. Take care, Uncle Dan. I'll probably buzz you tomorrow or something. Be good, man. There you go. F-18 Hornet. Awesome, man. That is awesome. Love me. It's one thing that a jet engine always does: suck, squeeze, bangs, and blows. And if you don't know what that means, that's just an old turbine engine thing: suck, squeeze, bangs, and blows. I used to know some people like that. It is way more gooder. It is the goodest. Yeah, that's cool. I mean, I've got a 22 suppressor. I've had it for a while. Honestly, the only thing I shoot it on every once in a while is rifles. It's fun on a pistol and it's super quiet, but I've talked about it before. Suppressors on pistols, I mean, they're cool. It's, quiet if you have sub ammo, but just kind of doesn't do it for me, honestly. I definitely love them on rifles and PDWs. Let's see here. While in Eau Claire, Wisconsin, I got a hold of an Atlas Athena at Shields. I love it. Yeah, they are nice pistols. I've shot a few of them. They're very, very nice. Really like them. I really like putting the 22 suppressor on my M&P 1522. That is a lot of fun. I've ran it on my Ruger, tricked out, Ruger. Really like it. It's a lot of fun. However, it's like 9mm pistol or 9mm suppressors, unless they're on a PDW. But putting them on a pistol, they just don't do it for me. Nothing against it. They just don't do it for me. All right. Captain Phil. Well, Captain Phil just picked up his Beretta 1301 Tactical LE as an early birthday gift. Hey, congratulations, man. Anytime you can grab a gun, that's always a good thing. Hang on one second. I just need to close these real quick. All right. Got my Yankee Hill Machine Turbo K papers last week, finally. 54 weeks. Holy crap. What a joke. But it's super rad. Brand 2, 11-inch, 5.56. Sweet, man. That's nice. I have an M11 A1 and 380 cal suppressed. There you go. Yeah, I love a suppressed 308, 300 blackout. I mean, 300 blackout with subsonic ammo is insanely quiet. I mean, it's just stupid quiet. I mean, it's almost like a 22 with sub. That's how quiet it is. But you get the punch of a 30 caliber. but I'm a 30 caliber freak. I love 308. I love 300 blackout, even 7.62 by 39. I just don't have a 7.62 by 39 any longer. Michael L is asking, Big J, any experience with the newer Colt Python? I personally have never shot one. I have seen one. They look nice. I've seen a couple of issues or heard of a couple of issues just from YouTube. I personally haven't experienced them because I haven't shot one of the new ones. But for me, I personally don't have any interest in it, but I could see that a lot of people would. But today I'll try to show you this. I did bump into a really, really sweet Korth. If y'all have never seen one, it is a Korth ALX 357 mag. And I'll try to show you a picture. I don't know how well it's going to come across. Make sure it's not going to turn on me. Yeah, it's going to turn on me. I'll try to show you. That is a Korth. If you haven't seen this revolver, it is insane. If you can see the price on it, it is it's $66.50, $6,650. And I don't like blue, but they make it in red and black. But I played with this revolver way back when at the NRA show, and that thing is freaking sweet. But it ain't cheap. But when you feel the way that it's made, it is unbelievable. If I was going to rock a revolver, it would definitely be a Korth. Floridian saying, saw a 4-year-old chat with the three amigos, brought back good times, memories of you guys. Yeah, that's awesome, man. What's really funny about me, I don't really go back and watch my own videos. When I throw them out there, I just throw them out there. I really don't go back and rewatch them. So, thinking of using money from a gun sale to fund my first suppressor. Thinking Dead Air Sandman S for 5.56 and 300 blackout. I would definitely recommend your first can if you have rifles being a 30 cal suppressor. I've said that numerous times. That way you can shoot it on 5.56 and 300 blackout and some other stuff. 308, it'll handle even more than that. But and it's just personal experience. And I own one. I've got a Dead Air mask, but I'm not a huge Dead Air fan. I really love my Trash Panda, and I have shot 30 caliber Dead Air cans. Mine has a different tone even with the same ammo. It's a tad quieter just to my ear. Everybody, it can sound, the tones can sound different to different people. But I'm not knocking them. I'm just not a huge Dead Air fan. Matter of fact, my Dead Air mask, when I screwed it on before, did not even shoot it. And I went to take it off, and the damn thing completely, I have to pull it all the way apart. It's like it sticks, and it just pisses me off. So that's another reason I don't shoot it a whole bunch. But yes, Kyle, 300 blackout's definitely made for a can. And I even love shooting my 300 blackout with supers. Actually, I prefer supers. Subs to me, and they are much quieter, but it just kind of, it's like you're chunking a 45 in the air in a way. It is fun and it is quiet, but I definitely am a super fan personally. Rich Gray, have you shot a CZ ProTech? I have not, sir. I have not. Matter of fact, I'm not even familiar with that. I wish Congress would pass the Hearing Protection Act. Big J, what's up in Texas with your law and the ATF? The suppressor deal, the ATF actually put out a letter and said if anybody makes suppressors in Texas, they'll come after them. So we haven't had a company to step up to do it yet. So I'm still waiting on. I'm still waiting on one, or if anybody's going to make them. So that's where we are right now. Any advice on a 22 rimfire suppressor? My personal opinion, if I could do it all over again, I would have bought the Q El Camino. With the El Camino, you can shoot, 5.7, 22, 22 Magnum, and you can do all those with mine. However, it's a solid can, so it does not come apart. And 22s, if you shoot them, like you can shoot subs and you can shoot supers, and the supers actually blow a lot of the carbon out. But if I had to do it all over again, matter of fact, that's what I really wanted originally, was a Q El Camino. And they have the Q Erector. You just can't shoot 5.7 and Magnum through it. But I mean, they make really, really good cans. I have had not one problem with mine. Yeah, those Korth are not cheap. Let me catch back up here real quick. I like a suppressor just for home defense, but torn between 9mm or 5.56. I mean, both of them are going to be, everybody thinks you can shoot a suppressor and they're just super, super quiet. Now, they are for 300 blackout, but, you're still going to get some bad hearing issues with any suppressor other than probably a 300 blackout with subs. They're still pretty spicy when you shoot them, especially if you shoot them in the home. But for me, it would be a 30 caliber can all day long before a 9mm can. That's just for me. But it's whatever you whatever you want to buy. What is the least expensive pistol you own that you enjoy shooting? Wow, that's a great question. Least expensive pistol that I own. Now, when I bought it, it was cheap, but all the shit I've put on it, now it's not cheap. Probably my Ruger 22 Tactical. And the reason I got the Tactical, I did not want the Tactical light. I don't want the little light one. Mine is all steel. It's got the full rail on the top and the bottom, so it's the heavier one. It's the Mark IV Ruger 22 Tactical 2245. And I really do like it. I bought it for a great price, but now it's got lock grips on it. It's got a red dot on it. It's got the Apex trigger in it, which is awesome. It's got the tandem cross, all kinds of tricked out tandem cross parts on it. I mean, shit, it's probably $1,000 plus pistol now, but it's a great pistol. I love it. Great 22 pistol. The only thing is, it's a single stack. So, and I even have the +1 followers in it, so it'll hold 11 rounds, but I wish it held more rounds. Trying to catch up. When I got my cans, I bought both of them on the same day, and I got both of them on the same day. And it took me 5 months, but that was way before all this shit happened. So I've had mine for a while, but it took me exactly 5 months. I think it was like 5 months and a day. And what was cool is I got a call. I was at the range. That's when I was shooting that long distance. I went out to 1,275 yards, I think, with a 338 Lapua. So we were leaving the range with my buddies, driving out of the range, and they called and said, "Hey, we've got 2 tack stamps for you." So it was a great day. I shot the farthest I've personally ever shot, and with a long range rifle, and got the call that my cans were in on the same day. So that was pretty cool. Flirty saying, one thing I can say about you, Big J, is you're most definitely stay consistent with your likes and dislikes and information. Refreshing to be able to count on honest content with a real down to earth style. Thanks, man. I mean, I just tell my experiences. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that other people love that I don't care for. That is why we have different opinions, and I think that's a good thing. But yeah, I'm not going to bullshit you. I'm going to tell you the honest truth. I've been doing this shit way too long. I mean, as a hobby, and shooting way too long. And at the end of the day, you can lie and you can bullshit and you can say what you want, but at the end of the day, the only thing you have is your name. That's the only thing you officially own is your name. And if you fuck up your name, you're not worth a damn in my book. So that's the way I think. That's the way I live my life. So, Semper Cole 1, Mr. Johnson, do you have any experience with Bull Armory pistols? I have a Bull Armory Tactical Commander SAS 2 on the way. Just curious. I do not personally have any experience with them. However, Wheel and Weld Arm is on this chat right now. Please go over and check out his videos. He's got some on the Bull Armory. A good friend of mine shoots one in open. It's the Humble Marksman, and he really likes his. I believe I definitely would love to have one. The only thing I personally don't like about them is it has the Shield RMS on it when you purchase it. I guess you can maybe order it without it. I can't remember, but I'm not fond of that optic myself at all. I do not like it. But I mean, I haven't seen any bad things about the Bull Armory, and I would love to own one. So if that tells you anything, it's just right now I just don't need one. Kyle, I've shot my 300 Blackout with subsonic ammo with that Trash Panda, and I'm not joking. I've got videos where I'm shooting it indoor and all you hear is and I've shot it outside and it's pretty damn quiet. I mean, I think it's honestly as quiet as my 22s with subs and my can on it. All I hear is the action. It's that damn quiet. So, but 300 Blackout's pretty damn quiet. Where did that go? I must have. Why would you need 5.56 for home defense unless you live in a remote area? You know, sometimes, Mario, I mean, only people have maybe a pistol and maybe a rifle. And the reason I would say and understand you know, a lot 5.56, you know, it fragments and tumbles, so it's really not as bad as you think it would be. It's not like a 308. But the reason that I think that a lot of people should use it for home defense is you've got a large round capacity, and also your daughter, your son could shoot it very easily. Your wife could shoot it very easily because it's just a souped up 22. It's loud as shit, especially indoors. But I mean, they are so damn easy to shoot. You've got multiple points of contact versus a pistol. You know, a lot of people don't take into account when you're holding the pistol out there, it's away from your body. Your hands can shake. People sometimes over grip it and they start shaking, where you're not going to do that with a rifle or a PDW. So, and if you want to barricade yourself back at the farther part of the area, you know, you can dump a lot of 5.56 in somebody pretty damn quick. Now, that is not my caliber of choice. However, you run some 77 grain in there, you're gonna mess some people up. So I would much rather have a 300 Blackout personally, but 5.56 is no joke. It's just not my preferred round. Yeah, Angus is awesome. I've actually met Angus. I've even got a video with him way back when I went to that CZ custom deal at the NRA show, and did a video with him, or, you know, had him do a video. I do not reload. I purchase all of my ammo. Comments are going by pretty fast. Yeah, a lot of people really underestimate, you know, and then you go back to the other side where they're like, you know, I have a 12 gauge shotgun for home defense. Well, I look at it this way, and I have one too. I've got multiple things depending on what I need to do. But, having a young child or younger person or a lighter person or, a very small woman behind a 12 gauge, and trust me, I'm not sexist in any way, even a small man behind a 12 gauge, that's a lot of shit. I mean, you are taking a beating if you're pumping out some rounds at somebody. So, yes, will it take down your attacker as long as you hit them? Hell yeah, it will. But the recoil on it is not fun for most people, and most people can't shoot them very well. So that's where a 5.56 definitely shines. Um, you know, it's just an opinion, but I love shotguns. Don't get me wrong. I am a shotgun freak, but they're not the most apt rifle, or I call them shotguns. I don't call them rifles, but that's that's the that's the main reason that I would not recommend a shotgun to someone. And if they do have it, maybe get a lot of skills behind it. And Kathleen, that's exactly what I was going to say. I was going to say for a young lady, a young child, you could do a 410, you could do a 20 gauge. 20 gauge is a great option. And even for bird hunting, 20 gauge will definitely get it done. But a lot of people just automatically run to the 12 gauge. I mean, if you really want to find something that'll mess you up, I've got a 10 gauge that has what's the barrel length? I think it's a 20-inch barrel. It's a goose gun. That thing is insane. It's an old 10 gauge, and it's not fun to shoot. It's not fun at all. Why won't you reload? Well, Floridian, for an example, like tonight, I travel so much, and when I'm at home, I want to try to spend time with the family, go shooting, make videos, just do, relaxing things. I don't want to go home and have to sit there. And I'm not saying reloading is not relaxing. I've done it before at a buddy's house, and it is fun, but I just don't have the time to do it. Now, could I make the time? Yes, but I have nothing against reloading. I think it's awesome. I just don't have the time to do it. But yeah, and here's kind of my thoughts on this too. There's some people that says I will have a 5.56 for everything. When they say that, everything, I include hunting. I'm talking pigs, home defense, long distance, things like that. And that's where I say, 5.56 will do kind of what you want it to. But if you've ever been hog hunting with the 5.56, and hogs really aren't people, but they've got that tough ass hide and stuff like that. And you have to have a really good placement to bring down a hog with 5.56. I'm not saying it can definitely be done. I know a lot of people who do it. However, if you shoot one with a 308 versus a 5.56, it's usually ballistically better with a 308. And some people use 6.5 and things like that. But I just, it's kind of, and I always go back to automotive. It's kind of like if you buy a trailer, okay, and that trailer says you can tow 10,000 pounds with this, and your truck is rated for 12,000 pounds. Okay, and people are like, oh, I can keep this truck and I can pull that big trailer because it's only rated for 10,000 pounds. Okay, it's rated for 12,000 pounds max before it rips your transmission out and your differential. Well, that 10,000 pound trailer, you start going in a headwind, that's going to increase weight. People don't think about wind, and that's kind of what I get into. If you have to really stretch out a 5.56 and you've got wind and stuff, it's going to push that 5.56 all over the place where it might not the 308 or the heavier bullet. And your impact at distance is going to be better. I mean, y'all have seen it where people are running and they're far away, like in military videos, and they're getting popped with a 5.56 and they're still running. So yeah, you can punch a bunch of holes in people, but I want to turn off the off switch quick. So that's just my opinion. Not saying one is bad, whatever, but yeah, the 85 trigger is the way to go. Yeah, and see, Cam, I'm not saying it can't be done. It can be done. I've taken down a lot of deer with 243, 7 millimeter, all this other stuff, even 308s, and some not monsters, but some pretty decent sized deer. So, but when you watch a hog like flip over with a 308 versus a 5.56, there is a difference. Matter of fact, even if you shoot gongs at distance, which I've done, you shoot the 5.56 and you watch the gong and it goes bink, bink, and you shoot it with a 308. That thing just swings. I mean, a little more energy at the ending. Hog hunting is definitely fun. It is definitely fun. Matter of fact, Uncle Dan and I have been trying to set it up to where we're going to go, and just haven't been able to pin down an exact date. But definitely wanting to do that. As it gets cooler, we definitely will be doing it more. But I look at it this way: whatever rifle you have or you can use, I mean, it's better than no rifle. Let's see here. The shoulders amount of rearward extension and thickness of it on a hog is the issue. Yeah, quartering away shots with 5.56 is preferred. I go for neck shots. That's where I try to hit them right here in the neck or in the head. That way it's just, I mean, they might kick, but they're usually going down with a good hit. And with a good hit, anything, I mean, you can shoot several rounds, different types of rounds, and it'll go down. I just look at it this way. If, and I've always thought this way, and don't hate me, 5.56 is, to me, is kind of a 22 on steroids. It's super fast, super light, very accurate, depending on the barrel you have and things like that. But it doesn't tickle my fancy. It just is not, it's just not my favorite round. 77 grains, not a joke. I do a lot of 5.56, 55 grain stuff, even 62 grain just for target and fun, punching holes in paper. But when you shoot a 30 caliber, when I shoot a 30 caliber, I just get that fuzzy feeling. I just love 308 and 300 blackout. I always wanted to go hog hunting. Seems like a good time. It is a very good time. The bad thing in the summertime, you will get chewed to hell out of mosquitoes. It's like they find every hog hunter in the world and just chew you apart. And it sucks because a lot of the times, like those Under Armour shirts, I try to wear those so you don't get chewed up by the mosquitoes. They even make them that are mosquito repellent, supposedly, but they don't work. You will get chewed up by mosquitoes. There's a lot of walking involved, which isn't a big deal. Sometimes you have to climb under barbed wire fences and go through brush and thorn needles and all kinds of fun and crazy crap. It's muddy, so sometimes it's almost like you need waders depending on where you're going, because when you drop the pig, or if you see the pig, sometimes they can run for, hell, I've even seen people shoot them, they run for 100 yards plus, but it's usually not with a good shot. But sometimes you don't know where the pig's going to end up, and it's in super tall grass. Now, of course, when you're looking through thermals, you can see them even when they're down because they're warm. But it is a lot of fun. A lot of fun. I have never helihogged hunt. I've never done it out of a helicopter. Any real difference between 5.56 and 2.23? Actually, no. But that's funny that you say that. I actually prefer 2.23, and I've got wild barrels where most of your 5.56 or most of your AR-15s will shoot both now. Your modern ones, back in the day, they used to make them that would only shoot 2.23 because it's shouldered differently. However, I do prefer 2.23 rounds because there's much more of a choice of grain. So you can get like 55 grain, you can get 62, you can get 77, you can get, hell, I've even seen like 82. I've seen some weird crap in 223, and your 5.56 is usually NATO, so it's kind of standard stuff. But you get a lot more variety with 223. But yeah, they're the same. You can shoot them. Jay Howell, Big J, my favorite AR platform I own is a 22-250. Velocity and bullet weight choice is much broader, especially getting heavy bullets. Moving, you're right, 5.56, us not to end all be all. 22-250. I don't know if I've ever shot a 22-250. I've shot some AR that was a Wildcat round. He kept saying it was a Wildcat round. I can't remember what it was, and maybe it was a 22-250. It wasn't my gun, but it was cool. Eddie is asking, Holosun 507C or RMR for the Staccato C2. It's really going to be personally your preference. I'll give you just kind of a quick synopsis. Your RMR is flat, but you have the dog ears. So you have the dog ears on each side, that stick up. So within that window, you have that curvature. So your window is shorter on an RMR. The 507, it's rounded at the top. So you have a much larger window. So if you're new to dots and things like that, the 507 is going to give you more of a window, especially even for your recoil. Now, depending on your grip and your recoil management, the dot's going to bounce. You want the dot to go straight up and down, or it might go a little bit to the one corner or something, depending on if you're left-handed or right-handed. However, you're going to have a little more viewing window in the Holosun 507. They're both great dots. I've got tons of 507s. Haven't had any issues with them. So it really comes down to that and your price point, what you want to spend. So that's what I would recommend. Headshot 5.56. I wouldn't want to get shot by any of them. Still, even for a hog, if that's what you're talking about, I would still prefer a 308 or a 300 blackout, even for headshots, because sometimes those suckers will run. I mean, and you could have the best shot placement in the world, but if they're jacked up on adrenaline, they run. And I mean, those suckers will get after it. Now, if you can just pop them and they drop, that's awesome. That's why I kind of prefer a little more oomph, just to hopefully pop them and drop them. Yeah, that's what I've heard too, C. Kim. All right. Yes, Pistol Pete, they do. Paul is asking, how many calibers do I have in an AR platform? I have 308, 300 blackout, 5.56/223, 9mm. I've got, multiples of those. I think that's it. I don't think I have anything else. Yep, that is it. I can't think of anything else I have. Yeah, and the only difference between the 407 and the 507 is your 407 has one reticle. Your 507 has three reticles, so you can get the dot, the circle, or the circle dot. I think they both have solar now still, I think. But just depends on what you're getting. I mean, nothing's wrong with the 407. It's just if you didn't like it or you ever wanted to resell it or you ever wanted to move it maybe to an AR platform and you wanted the dot, the circle, that might be beneficial, but it's completely up to you. Oh, those are fun. Just picked up the Beretta 81 Cheetah. Love this little 32 ACP blinker. Yeah, those little cheetahs are cool. internet. Anything else? We'll shut this down here in a minute. Anything else y'all can think of, or you have any questions on, or anything like that? Hi, Big J. Hope all is good. I saw your video on the bog tripod. Do you still like it? Looking to us for a youth hunter. Any thoughts on it? I actually love it. I still take it to the range. I'm planning on using it for hog hunting. Haven't had any issues with it. The only thing I would recommend is mine is the carbon fiber. So, and this goes for any tripod. If you get one with the aluminum legs, okay, aluminum, if you've ever dealt with any tripods, and when I pick it up and I move it, sometimes I'll bang it on things. Well, aluminum, if you hit it, it can bend. Well, if it bends, then you can't push it up into itself. So I would definitely recommend the carbon fiber because you can look at mine. I've got dents all in that thing. I mean, I just throw it in the back of the truck. I've beat the crap out of the thing and I've never put a dent in it because it's carbon fiber. It is more expensive. It is lighter. However, I think it's more durable. But yes, I still love it. Haven't had one issue with it. And I've actually used it quite a bit. And I've used it with some big boys, my big 308, my L30 heavy metal, and that thing's no joke. And I've not had an issue with it. It holds everything that I can put on it. It's held. And the neat thing is like if you wanted to tilt it, you can like lower one leg and you can angle it like if you're on the side of a mountain or any weird terrain. When you unscrew it, you can get the spikes, or you can screw them in. You can have the rubber for like indoor, or if you're in the rocks. I mean, I think it's a great value for what you're getting. I know that there's $1,500 tripods. For me, I can't really see a reason in getting that unless you just want an incredible mount, but my mount has not loosened up at all. So try to catch up. Hey, what's up, Keenan? How are you, man? Hello, IBG. Yeah, thank you, man. I appreciate it. Like I said, you all make this chat happen. I just give my opinions and what I like and dislike and things like that. I wanted to ask y'all's opinion on something real quick before we shut this down. I've had, like 3 or 4 companies reach out to me asking to sponsor videos, and I've done some kind of back checking on these. I haven't told any of them either way, but they're like, hey, we would like to sponsor, your videos and things like that, and I won't have anybody sponsor anything or even recommend anything if I don't believe in their product. And I've done some back checking on it, and they seem to be pretty, stuff I would use. If it's something I wouldn't use, I just tell people no. But what do y'all think about sponsored videos? I mean, I don't honestly, and I'll be honest with you, I don't think I make great videos. I'm not in it for making movies or anything. I just kind of throw up the camera and this is what you get. But what do y'all think about sponsored videos when people say this video is sponsored by so-and-so? Do you get a weird feeling about that? Or are you just like, hey, that's cool? Just wanted to know y'all's opinion. Thanks, C. Kim. Yeah, y'all smash it. I appreciate it. Floridian is saying I would trust your judgment on that. Yeah, I'm not, if I decided to ever do anything like that, I'm not going to just get with some shady ass people or that sell a bunch of crap. Yeah, I totally get it. I would definitely be honest with it. Okay. Yep. No issues with sponsor as long as it is quick. Yeah, the ones that are like a 12-minute video and you're getting 6 or 7 minutes of the sponsored video, I'm just like, really? Yeah. I don't really like those either. No problem. Go for it. I would go for it. Yeah. And that's something yeah. And that's exactly what I was saying, Milkman. That's what I hate. I'm just kind of like, why didn't you just do a video on them? Why does it have to be sponsored? Yeah, because I've had a bunch of people reach out to me and say, hey, we want to do this. And I've checked on them and I'm like, nope, I'm not interested in that crap, or it's just a bunch of crap. I'm not going to do that. I like the idea to get to see new things too. Yeah. And, some of these companies have been out for a while and I have refused a lot of them. And I noticed some of the other people were doing them on their channels, which there's nothing wrong with that. It's just, in my honest, I don't hem-haw around, but in my honest opinion, they're shit. And I'm just like, why the hell would you recommend people buy that crap? No, what they say, kind of how this would be is, hey, you do a video like I could do a video on a gun, not that it's their gun, and they just sponsor it. So I talk about them for a couple of minutes on, whatever their product is, and maybe show it, and then I get on with a review of something else. So no, it wouldn't be like a full-blown review on them. Lynn Holt, I don't think you need to worry about that. If y'all remember way back when, I actually used to test them and blew up 2 of them. So I'm done. And I have a video saying I'm done, and I dropped their ass. And that was straight from me. So, and maybe their newer stuff is better. I don't know, but I don't care. And I'm not worried about messing with it. No issues with sponsorship. If it's something you would invest in, why not? Only get annoyed with 20 minutes of begging before the reviews. I trust your judgment. Yeah, that's one thing I won't do is beg. I don't appreciate that, so I would never do it. I think sponsored is fine, just to clear up front. Get us a discount code for Guinness. Hey, there you go. Maybe I can get with a whiskey company. I got a little bit in this one tonight. Hey, what's up, Hawaiian Jay? Appreciate it, brother. Yeah, Jay, that's what I had talked about. The only way that I would do it is if it's something that I would honestly use or consider using. I'm not just gonna, because I've had people reach out to me about, hey, as a clothing sponsor, they wanted to sponsor me, and I'm like, I wouldn't wear your shit, so I'm not gonna do that. Yeah, that'd be cool if Nighthawk would sponsor me. No videos with merch ads. Yeah. No, I don't do that. But yeah, man, I appreciate all the feedback. It really means a lot when you give your input, because I definitely appreciate it, because y'all would be the one watching it, and that's what I appreciate y'all doing. Let's see here. What do y'all think of Big Daddy Unlimited and Rare Breed lawsuit today? Actually, I didn't hear about it yet, but I figured it was coming because if you look at the triggers, I think they pretty much did knock off Rare Breed. So I figured that was going to be coming. I drank a 12-pack of Milwaukee's Beast. It's the best beer you can ever drink. Trust me. Yeah. No, I wouldn't be drinking Milwaukee's Beast. Hey, man, I just call them like I see them, sir. I call them with my experience, put it that way. You might be the perfect guy for sponsor as long as you can exit on your terms. Yeah, I would never be locked into anything. I would never have them. There are some that I've heard about and that have reached out to me, and they did this. Hey, we want to send you our product. We want to sponsor videos. Here's your discount code and all this other stuff. I'm like, I haven't even tried your crap. And then they're like, after you make a video, send it to us for approval, and then we'll let you know if you can post it. I'm like, well, you can pump sand. That's a big no from me. Yeah, thank you, sir. Yeah, and I've had a lot of people where they'll send in products, and I'll look at them and stuff like that. Some I like, some I don't. And if you get a review from me, it's probably because I really like it. and they're not paid or any of that kind of stuff. And just because you send me a $50 part doesn't mean I'm going to even do a video on it. So, but yeah, I do get reached out to a lot in my community tab or my about tab on YouTube. I have my email address in there, and I guess companies are just grabbing it there and sending me stuff. And I've got affiliate companies that I work with, but I do believe in. So, and y'all know who they are. It's Lynx Defense, Harry's Holsters, Lock Grips, X-Tac. So, but those are the main four. And also, I don't want to be one of those guys that has 19, sponsors or whatever you call it. That's just like, man, come on. And especially if two of them are competing against each other, because that shows no loyalty. That shows that you don't believe in this particular thing if you're selling the same freaking thing over here. It's like, whatever, man, you're in it for the money. Holster reviews are the worst. Everybody's holster is the best. No, and I agree with that. I mean, I have, a bunch of holster people that reach out, hey, let me send you a holster. And I'm like, hey, if it's one I'm interested in, if I look at it, pictures of it, but if it's just one of those, cheesy type, I'm like, nope, thanks. Sometimes I don't even respond, but I get it, and that's kind of where I was going with that. And there's channels out there where they have this holster sponsor and this holster sponsor, and they make the same, I understand if you've got a gun that this person doesn't make one for, but if both of these guys make them for the exact same guns and you're saying both of them are the best, really? To me, it's kind of like you're talking out of both sides of your mouth, but that's just me. So, all right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate it so much. It's about 8:04, and we will shut this bad boy down. And like I was saying at the first of the video, I do have SEMA coming up. It's the first week in November, so I might not be able to do a chat that Wednesday, but depending on how SEMA goes and all this other stuff, I might. But we'll, as we get closer to it, I'll know more, and I'll be able to let y'all know for sure. But OKS and 17 are doing good, man. They're just busy. So thank you so much, Guy Comment. I appreciate it. I appreciate it, Mike High. Like I said, I'm nobody special. I just, there's a product I believe in and I really trust. I'll let y'all know it. If not, sometimes you won't even hear a word from me. And sometimes I might say, hey, it's a piece of crap. I hate calling out companies, but sometimes you just got to do it. So, all right. Well, thank y'all so much, everyone. I appreciate y'all. Y'all all have a great night. Be safe out there. Stay on your own side of the bed, so to say. And we will do this next Wednesday. Next week, I will be in El Paso. So we will do it live on Wednesday night from El Paso. But y'all have a great night. Thanks, Keenan. Y'all hit that thumbs up. I appreciate it so much. Y'all have a great night. Take care, everyone.